Colombia is the most beautiful country in South America. In this episode, we're gonna visit 5 different Colombian states to discover the natural wonders and historical richness of this country. Our journey starts in the beautiful mountain town of Salento. This is known as the Eje Cafetero or coffee region of the country. From Salento, you can take one of these jeeps to see one of the most magical places in the world.
How you doing, guys? Today we are going to a very special place in Colombia. I know I say that for every part of Colombia I visit, but it is a very special country after all. We are going to the Cocora Valley here in the department of Quindío. I heard amazing things about it. The first time I saw photos of this place, I couldn't believe my eyes. You get a lot of changing ecosystems as you go down the valley. Right now it seems like we're in a type of rainforest kind of thing. It's quite beautiful. The beauty of Colombia is that you have so many different elevations, and that lends itself to so many different landscapes. So I came here to see it for myself. Welcome to the Cocora Valley.
As you descend down the Cocora Valley, you'll start seeing these gigantic palm trees. These trees are only found in small mountainous regions of Colombia and Peru. Cocora Valley is beautiful, but if you want to go somewhere off the beaten path and see wax palms in their full splendor, I recommend you visit the Carbonera Valley.
This palm tree is called Ceroxylon quindiense, the wax palm. In colonial times it was used for its wax and its wood, of course, but today it is a protected tree. It's the tallest palm in the world, reaching up to 70 meters, I believe. It might be 80. And right now I am in the Carbonera Valley, which is a little less touristic with way more palm trees. The wax palm has become the national tree of Colombia and of course a symbol of the country. You have seen it in movies. You'll see it in the back of the 100,000 peso bill. It's just become very iconic because they're so beautiful. And once the main palm dies, when the leaves fall off, the trunk remains for at least 10 years until it falls down. But in the meantime, it serves as a home for the parrots and some other birds, so they make little holes on the dead trunks. What an amazing tree, an amazing landscape. This is something you gotta see when you're in Colombia.
After Salento, we head to the department of Valle del Cauca to visit Cali. Cali is known as the capital of salsa. Here they have their own style of the dance, named salsa caleña, which is the fastest version of salsa. Seeing professional dancers at work will leave you speechless.
Here he is, the most famous figure in Colombian history, El Libertador Simón Bolívar, born in Caracas, Venezuela, but liberated what is now Panama, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador. They all have similar colors because they at one point formed one country called Gran Colombia. As you can see, even the crosswalk has a piano finish. It looks like a piano. It's so clever. Now this trumpet monument behind me is in honor of Jairo Varela, the founder of the Grupo Nietzsche, which is the salsa group here in Cali. They were pioneers in the salsa of Cali, and the salsa of Cali is different from that of Cuba, Puerto Rico, New York, because it's faster. It's way faster. Cali people, Caleños, love to dance fast. So if you play them some salsa that's too slow, they will leave. This is Cali's most famous statue, El Gato del Río, the river cat. But what's really cool about it is that 10 years later, a bunch of artists came together to give this lonely cat a girlfriend. Let me show you. This is the first cat girlfriend. Her name, as you can see, is Cálida. And each cat statue tells the story of each cat. Each of these female cats is trying to win the affection of the river cat. It's super cute.
After Cali, we take a quick stop in one of the most beautiful colonial towns in Colombia, Popayán. All of the buildings in the historic district are painted white. That's why Popayán is nicknamed the White City.
I find myself in the city of Popayán, nicknamed the White City, thanks to its beautiful colonial architecture, some of the best preserved in the Americas, of course, all painted white. And from this point, I'm going to be showing you a few hidden gems that southern Colombia has to offer, before we head to Ecuador.
From Popayan, I took a bus to the small town of Silvia, nicknamed the Switzerland of Colombia. And once you fly the drone, you start to see why.
This is home to the Misak people, an indigenous group that lives all around this area. In case you don't know, Colombia has more than 100 ethnicities, and the Colombian constitution protects them. It gives them their territory. They're autonomous in their own territory. We already met the Arhuacos, the Wayuu, the Embera, the Nukak, and now we are with the Misak people. They're very iconic because they wear these traditional clothes, like the men are wearing blue pants, this beautiful blue color, and the ladies are wearing a poncho as well. Even the grandmas wear these bowl type hats like you see in Bolivia, and they also speak their own language, the Misak language. It's also called Guambiano.
Ahí está diciendo que mi nombre es Johan Camilo.
Aside from its people, this area is incredibly beautiful. It's nicknamed the Switzerland of Colombia because of its mountain terrain. And I gotta say, when I flew that drone, I was blown away. It is amazing. It's such a peaceful spot, man. I love this place. You can breathe in the peace. So quiet. The weather is beautiful. Guys, come visit these lesser known places in Colombia. I think they're some of my favorite parts of all my travels.
After Silvia, I took a small detour to the department of Huila, to what I consider the most beautiful region in Colombia.
Alright, after a long 4-hour journey, we have made it to the town of San Agustin, here in the department of Huila. It's a very beautiful region. It's a very colonial town as well, with these striking white buildings. Not like Popayan, it's a different style, you see, but it's still quite beautiful. The reason we're here in San Agustin, we're gonna be checking out tomorrow a UNESCO World Heritage Site, what I would consider the most sacred place in all of Colombia for the legacy of indigenous people here in the region. I'm super excited to show you. Early morning tomorrow, we're gonna be heading there. This is the San Agustin Archaeological Zone, the most sacred spot in all of Colombia. It has evidence of human habitation since at least 3000 BC. But what's so fascinating about this place is that they have unearthed more than 500 statues. Each statue is unique and combines human and animal features. And the purpose of the statues is not completely known. Could they be gods, spirits, shamans? Who knows? They have been unearthed next to burial sites, but we can be sure that these statues were super important to the original inhabitants, to the San Agustin culture, because these people took a great deal of effort to carve them and to transport them. This site was opened in 1935 and has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It really is quite amazing, and the sad part is that not a lot of tourists come here. Ay, qué bonito. And just look at these amazing views. Colombia is such a beautiful country. Some locals have their houses right here in the tourist path. All the tourists that wanted to go through the site have to pass through here. So yeah, they sell you coffee and little trinkets. It's so cute. There's a little grandma here in the house. But anyways, you know, it's Colombia when you have always a cup of tinto. Cheers. Also, fun fact, before the arrival of the archaeologists here in this site, a lot of the locals would use the small statues as like decorations for their houses, you know, but now they're in museums. But yeah, it's just a normal thing here to unearth these statues and to keep them in your house. Now that would be super illegal. Something you absolutely cannot miss when you're in this region is La Chaquira, which is basically just a monolith here, if you can see it behind me. So you can see the extent of this archaeological zone. It goes all the way down to Tierra Adentro, which is another burial site that I couldn't get to, but it looks amazing. So there's a lot of interesting history you can learn here. But another reason, I think a more powerful one, to get to La Chaquira is to see the Magdalena River itself. Look at that, down there. That's the most important river in Colombia. Why? Because it proved foundational for the founding of this country. Remember, the Spanish arrived in Santa Marta first. That was the first city here in Colombia. And they traveled the Magdalena River. Gonzalo Jimenez de Quesada traveled this river, and he eventually landed in what is now Bogota, which is now the capital of Colombia. Without this river, Colombia as we know it would not exist. And man, it's just incredibly beautiful. I'm so glad I came here. Guys, tomorrow we have a really long journey back to Pasto, so let's go get some rest.
After San Agustin, we head to Pasto in the region of Nariño. Pasto is known for its Carnaval de Blancos y Negros, one of the biggest festivals in Colombia.
We have made it to Pasto, a city here in southern Colombia in the department of Nariño. It's starting to feel very different now. It's starting to overlap with Ecuador culturally, so people look very different. It's also a bit cold. This huge space behind me is the Carnaval Plaza. This is where the Carnaval of Blacks and Whites starts through these massive doors. It's probably the biggest festival in Colombia after the Carnaval in Barranquilla, and it was declared by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. It happens in January, and it's something that's definitely very high in my bucket list. We have come here to Laguna de la Cocha, only 40 minutes away from Pasto. It's a beautiful place, and it's actually shaped like South America. It's so peaceful, and people come here to relax, to go check out the island in the back, and of course to eat trout. People here eat a lot of trout.
After Pasto, we head to the town of Ipiales, at the border with Ecuador.
Well, the original plan was to eat some guinea pig, some cuy, then show you guys because it's eaten in this part of Colombia. But yesterday I got a bit of a stomach poisoning, so I figured it's not the best time to try cuy. We'll try it in Ecuador. But look where we are. This beautiful church is called Santuario de las Lajas, and it's built right here on a cliff. One of Colombia's most beautiful temples.
El Señor esté con ustedes.
Y con tu espíritu.
Lectura del Santo Evangelio según San Lucas.
Isn't she beautiful? Built right into the cliff. Guys, my time in Colombia is over. I have been here over 10 weeks. I love this country. Please, if you didn't have the idea to come, I hope these videos have inspired you to come check it out. Colombia has everything, lovely people, beautiful landscapes, and you're gonna have such a good time. But it's not over. We're gonna be traveling all of South America. We're heading down to Ecuador. I heard great things about Ecuador, so I'm very excited to show you the smaller country, but it also has a lot to offer. As always, thank you for joining me, and I hope you visit Colombia one day because it's probably one of my favorite countries I've visited so far. I loved it.
I hope you enjoyed this trip through southern Colombia. If you enjoyed the adventure, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As always, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.